Imagine this. When you die, it's not the end. This isn't about heaven or hell, it's something far stranger. Your life, every joy, every sorrow, every small, insignificant moment will repeat. It will play out again exactly as before an infinite number of times. This is the unsettling concept of eternal recurrence, the brainchild of the philosopher Friedrich Nietzsche. It's a thought experiment designed to make us confront the weight of our choices. Do we live in a way that could be repeated endlessly, or does the thought fill us with dread? Eternal recurrence is not about a literal belief in reincarnation, it's a lens through which to examine our lives. Would we choose to relive our experiences, both the highs and the lows, for all eternity? The answer reveals much about how we truly feel about our existence. Nietzsche, a philosopher known for his unflinching examination of human existence, presented eternal recurrence in his book, The Gay Science. He wasn't interested in offering easy answers or comforting beliefs. He wanted to shake us out of our complacency. Nietzsche believed that most of us live our lives on autopilot. We conform to societal expectations. We chase fleeting pleasures. We avoid discomfort and pain. But what if we were forced to confront the consequences of these choices? Not just once, but for eternity? Eternal recurrence was Nietzsche's way of jolting us awake. It's a philosophical mirror held up to our lives, forcing us to confront whether we are truly living in a way that aligns with our deepest values. Are we making choices that we could bear to repeat for an eternity? The concept of eternal recurrence is deeply challenging. It's a philosophical idea that forces us to confront the very essence of our existence. It asks us to consider, if we had to live this life again and again, exactly as it is, without any changes or alterations, would we feel joy or despair? Would the moments of happiness outweigh the times of sorrow? Would we embrace the repetition, or would it feel like a curse? This thought experiment pushes us to evaluate the quality of our lives. If the thought of repeating our lives fills us with dread, it's a sign that something needs to change. It's a wake-up call to reassess our choices and actions. Nietzsche believed that we are all capable of creating lives filled with meaning and purpose. He urged us to live authentically and passionately, but it requires effort, honesty, and a willingness to confront our deepest selves. We must be brave enough to face our fears and desires. Eternal recurrence is a call to action. It's an invitation to live deliberately and with intention. It encourages us to examine our lives and ask, what brings us joy? What activities make us feel alive and fulfilled? What are we passionate about? What pursuits ignite our creativity and enthusiasm? What legacy do we want to leave behind? How do we want to be remembered by future generations? The answers to these questions can guide us in crafting a life that we would willingly choose to live again and again. A life that is rich in purpose, joy, and fulfillment. Eternal recurrence is deeply intertwined with another of Nietzsche's famous concepts, the Übermensch. This idea challenges us to think beyond the conventional boundaries of existence and to envision a life lived to its fullest potential. This Overman is not a literal superhuman but rather an ideal of human potential. It represents the pinnacle of what we can achieve when we transcend our limitations and embrace our true selves. The Übermensch is someone who embraces life in its entirety with all its joys and sorrows, triumphs and failures. They understand that every experience, no matter how small or significant, contributes to the richness of life. For the Übermensch, eternal recurrence wouldn't be a burden but a cause for celebration. They would see the repetition of life's moments as an opportunity to perfect their existence and to find deeper meaning in every action. Imagine embracing every moment, every experience, knowing that it will come again. This perspective encourages us to live more mindfully, to appreciate the present, and to make choices that we would be willing to relive for eternity. The good, the bad, the mundane, all part of a grand, eternal tapestry. Each thread, each moment is essential in weaving the story of our lives. By accepting this, we can find beauty and significance in the everyday. The Übermensch doesn't fear repetition, they embrace it. They see it as a chance to refine their character, to grow stronger, and to become more resilient with each cycle. They understand that life is not about reaching a destination, but about fully inhabiting the journey. Every step, every moment is an integral part of the adventure. This is the power of eternal recurrence. It pushes us to live in the present moment, to find meaning in the everyday, to become the authors of our own eternal stories. By embracing this concept, we can transform our lives into a continuous celebration of existence, where every moment is cherished and every experience is valued. The burning question, would you choose this life again? Let's return to Nietzsche's central question. Would you choose this life again? Would you relive every joy, every heartbreak, every triumph, every failure? It's a question that cuts to the core of who we are and what we value. Be honest with yourself. Don't shy away from the discomfort the question might evoke. If your answer is a resounding yes, then you are living in alignment with your values. You are embracing the fullness of your existence. But what if the answer is more complicated? What if the thought of reliving your life fills you with a sense of unease, regret, or a longing for something more? This is not a cause for despair, it's an opportunity for growth. Facing our choices, the discomfort of eternal recurrence. It's likely that most of us will feel a mix of emotions when confronted with the idea of eternal recurrence. We might cherish certain memories and dread others. We might wish we had made different choices, taken different paths. The discomfort we feel is a sign that we are truly engaging with the question. It means we are willing to look honestly at our lives and acknowledge where we might be falling short of our own aspirations. Nietzsche doesn't offer easy solutions. He doesn't provide a step-by-step guide to crafting a life worthy of eternal repetition. Instead, he challenges us to take responsibility for our own existence. He urges us to become active participants in our own lives rather than passive passengers. The transformative power of amor fati, embracing what is. Central to Nietzsche's philosophy is the concept of amor fati, a love of fate. It's not about passively accepting everything that life throws our way. It's about embracing the totality of our experiences, the good and the bad, with courage and even a sense of gratitude. Imagine looking back on your life, with all its complexities and contradictions, and feeling a deep sense of acceptance. This is the essence of amor fati. It's about recognizing that our struggles, our failures, and our pain are all integral parts of what makes us who we are. Amor fati is not about resignation, it's about finding meaning and purpose even in the face of adversity. It's about recognizing that our lives, with all their imperfections, are still worthy of our love and affirmation. Eternal recurrence as a catalyst for self-discovery. Eternal recurrence is a powerful tool for self-discovery. It forces us to confront our values, our priorities, and our deepest desires. It asks us to consider what truly matters to us, and whether our actions are aligned with our aspirations. If the thought of repeating your life fills you with a sense of dread, it's a sign that something needs to change. Perhaps you're stuck in a rut, clinging to a past that no longer serves you. Or maybe you're afraid to take risks, to step outside your comfort zone and pursue your passions. Eternal recurrence challenges us to break free from complacency. It invites us to become the architects of our own lives, to design an existence that is both meaningful and fulfilling. Living authentically, a legacy for eternity. The beauty of eternal recurrence is that it shifts our focus from the finite to the infinite. It invites us to ponder the vastness of existence, to see beyond the immediate and the temporary. Imagine the stars, each one a beacon of light in the endless expanse of the universe, reminding us of the infinite possibilities that lie ahead. It encourages us to live not just for this life, but for all the lives we might live. Every moment becomes a thread in the tapestry of eternity, each action a brushstroke on the canvas of our infinite existence. The joy of a shared laugh, the thrill of a new adventure, these are the moments that echo through time. It challenges us to create a legacy that we would be proud to repeat for eternity. Planting a tree, painting a mural, these acts of creation are seeds sown for the future, symbols of our enduring impact on the world. They remind us that our actions today can resonate far beyond our own lifetimes. Living authentically means being true to ourselves, even when it's difficult. It means looking in the mirror and recognizing the person we see, embracing our strengths and acknowledging our flaws. It means finding peace within ourselves even amidst the chaos of the world. It means identifying our values and living in accordance with them. Creating a vision board, making decisions based on our core beliefs, these are the steps we take to align our lives with our true selves. Our values become the compass that guides us through the journey of life. It means having the courage to pursue our passions, even if they don't make sense to others. The athlete training before dawn, the musician pouring their soul into a performance, these are acts of bravery and dedication. They remind us that our passions are worth pursuing, no matter the obstacles. The choices we make today are not just shaping this life, but all the lives that might follow. Each decision, whether big or small, is a step on the path of our eternal journey. Signing a contract, planning a future together, these choices are the building blocks of our legacy. So, let us choose wisely. At every fork in the road, let us consider the long-term impact of our choices. Let us weigh our options carefully, knowing that each decision shapes not just our present but our future as well. Let us choose to live with passion, with purpose, and with a deep and abiding love for the gift of existence. Working together on a project, expressing gratitude, these are the moments that fill our lives with meaning and joy. They remind us of the beauty of collaboration and the power of appreciation. Let us create a life that we would choose to live again and again and again. A life filled with love, connection, and purpose. A life that, when we look back, we can say with pride, I would live it all over again.